So in a previous video, I had an overview of this DeWalt 20 volt 550 psi pressure cleaner, and by factory default you don't need any kind of pressurized water to run this thing, because the pump can actually draw water. So by the factory standards, you get this like 20-foot suction hose that you can run off of a bucket or a container and stuff like that, and it works just fine as intended. But you're sort of tethered, to 20 feet, and then you got to lug around a bucket or have the bucket on a container, or if you got one of them rolling buckets or something like that. But let's just say you want to be a little bit more mobile. And I just happened to stumble off of something that I seen on the tubes. A guy was actually on the roof. Well, you're not really going to bring a bucket and have that thing tethered to you. So he actually had a backpack sprayer. So I just happen to have a backpack sprayer here that appears to be very user modifiable by the connections here. So from what I've seen on this thing, of course I've already had this sprayer here. There's one or two ways that you can modify this thing. Is one, you can take the wand off the hose here, and then you got a 3/4 inch pipe thread that you can get an adapter for, to go from male pipe thread to 3/4 inch garden hose thread. Or if you want to still have a little bit of trigger control, if you want to turn the water off for whatever reason, on this particular model we can take the wand off, and now we got the same threads, 3/4 inch pipe thread, male to, in this case we're going to go from female pipe thread to male garden hose thread. And then we still got the trigger here in case we need to turn the water off for some reason. So I just happened to get some hardware, so I got female pipe thread 3/4 inch to garden hose thread, and it just simply will just screw right on. Now the only I don't think it will matter, because the orifice in this thing is pretty small, but I'm kind of guessing it should flow a gallon a minute. If not, I can always go to get a 3/4 inch double male nipple and convert it over. Not really a big deal. Got the parts here, so if it don't work out, just change it over, make it work. So the top part is garden hose thread, and then the bottom part is pipe thread, and all this is going to do is just screw on. And I put a little O-ring in there to give it a little bit of a seal, just in case, because you want to tighten this, but you also want to be able to get it off by hand too. So I put a little O-ring in there. Now we can fill that up with water and get that ready, and then we can also connect our little quick detach here, so that you can screw this on to the end of the your trigger wand, and then we can at any time hook and unhook this thing. So now we're more mobile. So all we got to do is, of course, fill this up with water, and then course, it's 4 gallons, so you got 4 gallons of water capacity, and of course, at any time, which is good to have this, because then you don't have to. You can just have that dangling off of you, and then just have this sucker on there, and then you can be more mobile and go anywhere. So, I got my napalm gun here, so I can just. So, nice little upgrade to the DeWalt 550 PSI pressure sprayer. Of course, it's not my original idea. I seen it on the tubes of, like I said earlier, a guy up on a roof with a backpack sprayer and this very exact DeWalt pressure cleaner. So maybe I'll have a demo video, or maybe not. But anyway, a simple little conversion if you just happen to have a backpack sprayer, and of course each backpack sprayer is going to be different the way they plumb up their triggers and stuff like that. But this Chapin, it's a 20-volt Chapin, so this is kind of like an old school, it's an older model 20-volt sprayer. I think it's one of the better ones, because I'm not really impressed with the newer ones. But anyway, I digress. Like I said, like I was saying, depending on how this is plumbed up, you're going to have to basically interpret and come up with your own concoction on how to convert it over to get something that will fit to your garden hose threads, to whatever adapters you got to think of or come up with to adapt it down to your particular sprayer and stuff like that. So not much else to say here for this particular video. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.